What's up guys, Shane Starnes here with Droid Modder X, and we all know that one of the best features of the old Nexus phones from Google were the front-firing speakers. Front-firing speakers provide a much more immersive experience, and you don't have to worry about accidentally covering up a speaker that's maybe placed on the bottom of a phone. For whatever reason, Google decided to remove front-facing speakers from the front of the Google Pixel, and after all the backlash, they have finally brought it back for the Pixel 2. But how much better are the front-firing speakers on the Pixel 2 when compared to other phones like the Note 8, LG V30, and iPhone 8? We're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and get started. For this video, we have the Pixel 2, the LG V30, the iPhone 8, and the Galaxy Note 8. Essentially, I'm going to play a bit of music with the phone laying flat, and then I'll pick it up and kind of direct the speaker towards the microphone. So in this case, all I'd have to do is tilt the phone forward a little bit. The front-firing speakers would fire directly at me. With the other phones, since their speakers are bottom firing, I'll have to tilt up the bottom of the phone and point it towards the microphone. But hopefully we'll get an overall sound profile on all the speakers and we can determine which has the best speaker experience. All right, so we'll start things off with the Pixel 2, and I'll go ahead and begin playing the file. And this is at max volume. We'll go ahead and tilt it up towards the microphone. Alright, so you guys can tell we're getting a ton of sound out of these two speakers, and the fact that they're directed directly at your ear means that you get the fullness of sound, and it's a much more immersive experience than what we get from phones with bottom firing speakers. So whether I'm holding the phone like this, I don't have to worry about covering up the speaker because the speaker is facing me. As you can hear, the speakers do get very loud. There's no distortion whatsoever. No matter how much bass comes through in the particular song, we're not getting any distortion at all. The sound on these two speakers is pretty incredible. They do get loud, and that immersive experience you get from the front-facing speakers is pretty amazing as well. Okay, next up we have the Galaxy Note 8, and the speaker on the Galaxy Note 8 is here at the bottom. I'll go ahead and play it while the phone is flat on the surface. We'll make sure that the volume's all the way up. We'll go ahead and turn the speaker towards us. The Galaxy S7 line of devices kind of suffered from poor speaker performance, and that was mostly due to the waterproofing of the phone. We have the same IP68 waterproofing in the Galaxy Note 8, but you can tell that Samsung has massively improved the speaker performance on the Galaxy Note 8 versus, say, the Samsung Galaxy S7. The speaker does get very loud. It gets almost as loud as the Pixel 2 speaker. The only issue here is that it is not firing directly at your ear. It's firing off to the side. You know, if you do have your hand down here, there's the potential for blocking the speaker. Of course, I have a case here, so that makes it less likely that I'm going to actually block the speaker. And that may be one area of, prevention for blocking the speaker, is to have a nice case that prevents that. All in all, I have to say the speaker experience from the Note 8 is pretty great, but you can still tell the difference when you're listening to the speakers that are firing directly at your ears. Next up, we have the LG V30. We'll go ahead and start playing it while it's laying flat on the table. Okay, we do have the volume all the way up. Okay, I'll go ahead and turn the speaker towards the microphone. Okay, so with the LG V30, You can hear that the speaker does get pretty loud. I wouldn't call it distortion, but at the highest volume setting, when there's a lot going on in the song, like in this particular song, we've got a lot of bass, we've got a lot of percussion, and it seems to just kind of get a little muddied. So for me, the sound is not as clear as the sound that we're getting from the Pixel 2 and the Note 8. The sound, when you've got a lot going on, sounds to get a little muddy. There again, it's not distorted necessarily, but it does seem to get a little muddy. To me, the LG V30 seems a little more tinny, so there's not as much bass in the music coming from the LG V30. And then, you know, of course, it's bottom firing, so you're not getting the sound coming directly to your ears. Last up, we have the iPhone 8. Now, the iPhone 8 does have stereo sound of sorts. You're gonna get most of your sound coming from the bottom firing speaker, but then there is a secondary speaker here in the earpiece that is front firing. So you get some sound firing from the front, some sound firing from the bottom, and it really does make me wonder how it compares to the dual front-facing speaker on the Pixel 2. We'll go ahead and play it while it's facing, while it's flat facing. Go ahead and turn up the volume all the way.
Yeah, they like the way I do this. When I crank it like a chainsaw. Yeah, they like the way I do this. When I crank it like a chainsaw. Full throttle, heavy metal, set the bar.
Go ahead and turn speakers towards us. Now I have to say that with the iPhone 8, I'm actually pretty impressed with the sound that we're getting from the iPhone 8. Yes, it does have that bottom firing speaker, but it does also have the front firing from the left side here, so you do kind of get a stereo sound. It's not as immersive to me as the Pixel 2, but it's still more immersive than speakers that are single bottom firing like the Note 8 and the LG V30. To me, the sound just seems a little fuller than everything else that we've tested. In fact, if we go ahead and place the Pixel 2, which in my opinion has the best sound of all the Android devices that we have tried, we'll go ahead and play a little bit from the Pixel 2. Some from the iPhone 8. It's actually really close here. I think we're getting a little more of a tinny sound from the iPhone 8. We're getting a little more bass from the Pixel 2. From what I can tell, we'll do it one more time. I think in the end, I just prefer the full-on stereo speakers from the Pixel 2 and the way that they're totally directed right at me. This is a feature that we've wanted on devices for a long time, and Google's finally giving it to us in the Pixel 2. I think we're getting a fuller sound in the end from the Pixel 2, a little tinnier of a sound on the iPhone 8. I think both devices are able to get plenty loud. All four of the devices that we tested are able to get plenty loud. I think in the end, I'm gonna have to give it to the iPhone 8 and the Pixel 2, with the Pixel 2 having the slight edge. What are your thoughts? Let me know which device you think has the best speaker experience. Is a full immersive experience important, because that is a major factor with the Pixel 2, or do you just need pure sound quality? What is the most important thing when it comes to speakers to you? Are you the type of person that doesn't use the speakers on your phone at all? All you're worried about is headphones. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That about wraps it up for this video. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com. Follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.